Jessie Lee. We are here at CMA Fest 2010. I sang 6 songs off my new record coming out on Atlantic this fall. And one of them, the last one, was Like My Mother Does, which is my new single coming out later this summer. And really excited. My mom was in the audience, so it made it that much cooler. My producer was one of the co-writers on it, and he played it for me when we were working on the record, and I heard it and was like, this, perfectly describes the relationship with my mom and that she and I have, and I have to have it on my record. So that's, yeah, and then it's coming out, and I'm super excited. It's amazing. It's all people who come together for 1 week a year who are die-hard country fans, and they just love country music and meeting the artists. And we're so accessible this week that it's so cool because you can meet your favorite artists. And I've had so much fun meeting people, and they come up to me and say, "Hey, I'm your friend on Twitter, and I sent you this message," and "Hey, we talk on Facebook," and to put like a face to the name and to the message is really fun. I love meeting people, and it's been awesome. I love Fanfare CMA Fest because of that. It's just really cool that people save up, a lot of people save up their money, and this is like their big vacation of the year, and they choose to spend it with all of us. I signed a wheelchair, like the wheel, and it was a guitar. It was like some plastic casing, I don't know, he had like the Porsche of all wheelchairs. It was pretty tricked out. And so I even took a picture. I'm like, this is the coolest wheelchair I've ever seen. So probably that. Yeah, this time around I haven't signed any crazy things. I've signed babies before and bellies. I haven't. I attended last year, and semi as a fan. I mean, I wasn't that involved. I did do the GAC breakfast last year with Darius Rucker and Emily West and some other artists, so I sang at that. But then I headed out that weekend to LP Field. So I did see, but I was backstage too, and then went out front, and so fan artist. I was cooing and cawing and singing, warming up, my mom says, when I was in the crib as a baby. And my mom was a singer, my dad played guitar, so music was always in my family growing up. My brothers and sisters aren't musical, but we had a no singing at the dinner table rule. That's how often I sang, and annoyed my siblings. Yeah, and then by 11, I saw Leanne Rimes and Shania Twain in concert, and I was like, I want to be up there. I cried, I remember, at Shania Twain's concert, because she pulled up some little girl on stage, and it wasn't me, and I was really sad, and that's when I knew that I wanted to be up there really badly, and I'd do anything to get there. I love going to LA. I like going to all the department stores there, like Bloomingdale's and Nordstrom's, and I love Atlanta. Atlanta has really good shopping. The Saks outlet is really good, Saks off 5th. I don't know. You can't really ask a shopaholic that because there's so many there's so many places. The whole process when you write a song, a lot of times in Nashville, if you write a song that everyone's really excited about, and if I write a song and I'm like, I love this, I want to go demo it. So what you then do is go in the studio, you get a band together, they learn it, they listen to it once and can play the whole thing down perfectly, pretty much, and you lay down the song. So I think for me in the recording process, that's my favorite part, because sometimes my record label or people working with me will hear a song that I literally just recorded in my computer when I wrote it that day with someone, and they'll hear it and they'll say, hey, this needs to be on the record. And so just watching it all come to life and watching the players play, and it turns into a whole nother song, when everyone plays on it, and and it really takes shape, and that's my favorite part. And It's a Girl Thing, which was my first single, I wrote that with 2 other girls, and we had a blast. That kind of just fell out, as we didn't have a song idea that day, and then we just started talking about girl things, and It's a Girl Thing came out. I wrote a song called Just Like Yesterday, which is really, it's like one of the 2 songs that isn't about love, and it was pretty cool. I kind of wrote it with a best friend of mine, and saying, when we run into each other after high school, and when I fly back home to visit people, it's just like yesterday, and you reminisce and laugh about the same old jokes and the same things that happened. And so that one, there's a song called He Ain't Heard Nothing Yet that I'm going to put on it that I haven't recorded yet, but I wrote it a year and a half ago, and everyone's like falling in love with it. Really excited about that one. It's kind of like my more like angry, like in your face, well, if you don't want me, then you ain't heard nothing yet. She's awesome. She's so talented. A lot of people don't know what a great singer she is, but she's amazing to work with. A doll. I didn't record one of the songs that we wrote, but I did. She played me one, and I recorded a different one that she wrote called "Ghost of Us" on the record, and I sang that today too. Well, I always say it's like a pendulum swing. It's it's really like what's in right now is country, and I think, and especially like a lot of artists who aren't country are trying to cross into country, and yeah, it's great. I love It's a Girl Thing. Really helped me get a lot of younger fans, especially, and young girls. And my new single, Like My Mother Does, I think is going to help get the moms on, and really the big audience who listens to country radio, which is all like 35-year-old plus women, and so yeah, I love having young fans. There's nothing like new life being bred into country. So.
Every time I try to get on with my life, something pulling back.